So we're in the third lesson. We're talking about graphing. We just did a recap the first 2 days where I made you, plug in numbers to see if it was a solution. Yesterday we just graphed straight lines. There were 2 lines, and we looked at where they intersected. Today we're going to graph inequalities. That means less than, greater than, and there's going to be shading above the line for greater than, below the line for less than. So the things that are important for this lesson: a system of linear inequalities means 2 lines, the shaded region is the solution. So basically, wherever the shaded area is, and the shading is going to overlap because there's 2 shadings. All right, so x is less than 4. Real quick, less than, greater than is going to be a dotted line. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to is going to be a solid line. You need to know that. X is less than 4. Is this going to be solid or dotted?
Dotted.
Dotted. Or some people say dashed. So at 4, I'll do blue and green. Green first. And blue will be here. At 4, it's just going to be a dashed line. And it says less than. So I'm going to shade less than. That would be that. Okay?
Where?
See my... Is it hard to see? See?
That's on the... Is that the 5? It's on the 5.
No, here's the line.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe green's a bad choice.
Oh, I didn't even see the line.
I know. So green's a bad choice? Okay, I won't use green again. Then the other line. Y is less than. So this is going to be another dotted line. The slope is 1 over 1, right? The y-intercept is negative 4. So I'm kind of off the graph a little bit. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's down there. And my slope is positive 1. Like this.
Circle.
It's a dotted line. So all along your ruler, you have to make it dashed dotted, not solid.
Do we make it open circle?
We're not doing open circles because it's not a straight number line.
So when do you make it dashed?
When it just says less than or greater than, there's no line underneath the inequality. Not included, it's called. Okay. This ordered pair where they intersect is not a solution because it's touching with dotted lines. Okay? The only place, I didn't even shade. Hold on. Less than the blue line. Guys, less than the blue line. Down here. Where do they overlap? Where's the spot that these 2 shadings overlap? Promise I'll never use green again. There's going to be a big area. It's like a shape. Where is it overlapping? Does it overlap here?
No.
Does it overlap here?
Yes.
So there's this little triangle right here. And that's the solution area. So I'm going to go super dark. That's the shaded region. Only that triangle right there. All those ordered pairs inside that little shaded area are solutions, but nothing else is. So some sample solutions would be like 3, negative 2. That's in the shaded area. 2, negative 3. That's in the shaded area. Those are just some of them. There's lots of ordered pairs. In this triangle, this is the only spot where their solutions are. And those numbers, x and y, all in here, would plug into both of my equations if I had to plug them in. So I'm shading to find the solution. You don't see a shaded region here. Let me shade it for you. Right there. Okay. Here's the top line and the bottom line. We have to write an equation for that top line. What's the y-intercept at that top line? 0. What's my slope of the top line? Y equals 1x. Oh, it's not equals. Where's the shading? The shading is underneath the line, right? So you're going to make a less than. Does it have a line underneath it? Is it a dashed line or a solid line? That tells us if we're going to do less than or equal to or just less than.
Equal to.
It's solid, so that means that it's going to be a less than or equal to. So that's the equation for the top line. The equation for the bottom line, find the slope and find the y-intercept. The y-intercept is obviously -4. The slope is also 1/1. Okay. Okay. Y is something 1x minus 4, but okay. Is my shading, this is the line, x minus 4. Is it less than, is the shading less than or is the shading greater than? Where's the shading on this line? Greater than the line?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that means it's above it and it's a solid line. So for sure it's going to be greater than, and it has the line underneath it because it's a solid line. Our job today, graph the y equals mx plus b and do the shading. Turn the page. I have lots of examples. Okay. Normal graphing, right? Begin. So watch your slopes. I can zoom in on this one for you guys. My slope for the bottom one is -1/1. Y-intercept is -2. Both of my y-intercepts are at -2. That's all right. So I'll do pencil and red. How about? That should be better, I think. Okay. Are you singing or what? All right, the slope for this top line, -2/1. Down to right 1. Down to right 1. Up to left 1. Before you go crazy with the line, is it dotted or solid? Look at this. That one's solid. So, okay. Where's my shading going to be? Less than or equal to? Where's less than the line, you guys?
Below.
Below the line. He's the only one volunteering. I need more people. You've helped too.
Grandpa.
All right. That's the top equation. The bottom equation also has a y-intercept at -2. My slope is -1. Down 1/1. Man.
That's close.
It is also solid. I haven't shaded yet though. Okay. This one says greater than. I need to shade greater than the red line, above the red line. Where does the shading overlap? So where does the shading overlap? With headphones and phone. Okay. Did you see the shading? Did you tell me where it overlaps? Where's the shading in common? Where did the pencil and the red overlap? Look on your paper. Guys, what's going on? Hello? Where does the shading overlap? Not Jacob and not Fadi. Rats. It's like an area on the paper.
-1 and 1.
They -1 right here? No.
No, I'm at -1 and -1.
This area. Okay. So it's this. Yes, it's this small triangle in here. See this? That's the spot where all the solutions are. Only ordered pairs in this dark area are the solution. Number 4. Change them to y equals mx plus b first, please. So minus x. Negative 2y is greater than negative x plus 4. And then divide by negative 2. When you divide by a negative on an inequality, what happens? When we multiply or divide by a negative number, flip the inequality. Because I thought the answer was going to be like positive 4, and now I'm dividing, it's going to make it a negative number. That means my answers are going to be on the opposite sides of 0. So the shading is going to be different. Y is less than, flip the inequality, 1/2 x minus 2. X over 2 is 1/2. 4 over negative 2 is negative 2. See it? Okay. Graph it. Begin at negative 2. Rise 1, run 2. Reverse it. Down 1, left 2. It is a dotted line, right? The shading is where? Not Chris, because he just helped me. Where do I shade? What? Below the line. Thank you. I'm not asking hard questions. I'm so needing your help. Change this one to y equals mx plus b. Subtract the 2x. I'll do it all in red. There's still a negative in front of the y. Negative 2x minus 2. The negative sign that's in front of the y, you need to divide it. divide by -1. Ding, ding, ding. Flip the inequality. Y is less than. Okay. -2 divided by -1 is... Oh, this is painful. -2 divided by -1. New people. It's positive 2x. Good, Fred. Now you're on mute. -2 divided by -1 here is what? 2. Thank you. All right. Begin at positive 2. Rise and run. The slope is 2. I'm going to be off the graph, but that's okay. The slope would be rise 2, run 1. So I'll go down 2, left 1. It is dashed, and it says less than. So dash it and shade under the line like this. Under, lower, below, less than. And only the spot in common shading is what I care about. Only where it's in common. So make it dark. That's the solution area. All of the ordered pairs inside here are solutions. And under. Because the graph goes on forever, right? Okay, I want you to try 5 on your own. So there's going to be like a pause in the video. Call me over if you're having trouble. Change it to y because I'm supposed to be first. Nope, when you divide by positive, the sign does nothing. Only when you divide both sides by a negative number, like the number in front of y. It's negative. You're going to flip the inequality. Make sure that your inequalities look like mine so that your graph is going to be correct. Both are dashed lines, right? The shading for the top one is greater than the line. That's above it. The bottom one starts at 4, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. Hey, they're parallel, aren't they? But this shading is less than dashed line. The shading is the skinny area right in the middle. You see that? Yeah.
In the top equation, you divided it by -1, but on the number 5, you did.
This had a plus y, so it was a positive 1. And on up here, see how there was a negative sign in front of the y originally? So that's the reason why. Okay, I'll stop the video because I'd rather you stop that.